There's a certain kind of pain that doesn't come from strangers. It comes from people who are supposed to choose you, but they never do. I learned that the hard way growing up, watching my mom love my sister louder, protect her faster, choose her every single time. And me, I was just the one who was expected to understand, to, sacrifice, to step aside. And for years, I did. Yeah, I did just that. Until one night, I sat at the dinner table in the house I built with my own hands, with my hard-earned money, and listened to my mother give it away. Not ask, not suggest. She gave it away like I didn't matter, like I never had. But what they didn't know was that I was done sleeping outside, because a week before that dinner, I had already made a move. Yeah, and by the time they realized it was too late. I didn't just sell the house. I ended a pattern that had been quietly breaking me my entire life. And the crazy part, it didn't happen in some dramatic courtroom. It didn't happen in a fight. It happened at a dinner. If you'd walked into that house that night, you would have thought it was just a normal family gathering. Plates laid out, drinks poured, laughter forced but present. My mom moving around like she owned everything. Chris sitting comfortably. Yeah, that's my sister. Scrolling through her phone like she didn't have a care in the world. Her fiancé Ryan leaning back like he had already belonged there. And me? I was sitting at the table, in silence, in a house I paid for. Yeah, in a life I built alone. But to understand what happened that night, you have to understand everything that came before it. Because moments like that don't just happen. They build, slowly, quietly, over the years. I wasn't always this detached. There was a time I actually wanted my family's approval. Yeah, I needed it even. Growing up, I used to think something was wrong with me. Not in a dramatic way, just quietly. Like maybe I was missing something everyone had. Because no matter what I did, it was never enough. Chris, on the other hand, she was everything. The moment she was born, it was like the whole house shifted around her. I remember standing in the hallway once, watching my mother hold her. The way she smiled, oh my god. The way she spoke to her, soft, gentle, patient. I don't remember her ever looking at me like that. By the time Chris could talk, she already knew how to get what she wanted. Crying worked, complaining worked, acting helpless worked, and my mom responded to all of it. Every time, be patient with her, my mom would tell me. She's younger, she don't understand. But here is the thing no one ever said out aloud. She understood perfectly. She understood that if she pushed hard enough, I would be the one asked to give in. And I always did. At first, I thought that's just what being a good brother meant. Yeah, you sacrifice, you share, you support. But over time, it stopped feeling like kindness and it started feeling like erasure. Like I was slowly disappearing from my own life. I remember my 16th birthday. I didn't ask for much, just dinner, something small. My mom said we'd celebrate. She promised. That same day, Chris had the bad day at school. She came home crying about something minor. I don't even remember what it was. But suddenly everything changed. We'll celebrate your birthday next week, my mom said. Right now, your sister needs us. Next week never came. That night, I sat in my room alone. No cake, no candles, no happy birthday, just silence. And that was the moment something inside me shifted. Not anger, not yet. Just understanding. I stopped expecting things after that. I focused on one thing, getting out. When I turned 18, I didn't wait. No long goodbyes, no emotional speeches. I just left. I worked whatever jobs I could find. Yeah, construction, delivery, night shifts, anything that paid. It wasn't glamorous, believe me, but it was mine. Every dollar I earned felt different because no one could take it. No one could redirect it. No one would say, give it to Chris. For the first time in my life, I had control. Years went by like that. Slow, hard, but steady. I didn't date much, didn't socialize much, didn't have much time. While other people were building relationships, I was building survival, and eventually, that turned into stability. Then one day, opportunity showed up. A small house, not fancy, but affordable. I remember staring at the listing for hours, thinking, is this even possible? It felt too big, like too real. But I went for it, yeah, and the process was stressful. There were moments I thought I'd lose it, moments I almost gave up, but I didn't. And the day I signed the final papers, I sat in my car afterward, hands shaking, just staring at the keys. I had done it. No help, no shortcuts, no family support. Just me. So yeah, I made a mistake. I told my family. I don't know why. Maybe a part of me still wanted them to say we're proud of you. Instead, my mom said, well, it's about time. And that was it. No hug, no smile, no acknowledgement of what it took. Chris just asked, how many rooms does it have? I should have known then. Yeah, but I didn't. I invited them over anyway. And that's when everything started to change. At first, it was small things, comments, suggestions, subtle shifts. You should repaint this. This space could be used better. Why don't you let Chris stay here sometimes? I brushed it off, told myself it meant nothing. But then it escalated. Visits became longer. Conversations became assumptions. Until one day, it wasn't a suggestion anymore. It was a plan, and that plan was revealed at dinner. The night everything finally broke. My mom stood up, smiling like she had just done something generous. Chris and Ryan will be moving in, she announced. And just like that, no discussion, no permission, just a decision. My house, their plan. And as they started talking, planning, rearranging my life out loud, I realized something. Nothing had changed. Not really. I had just upgraded the scale. Same pattern, different setting. And that's when I decided I was done. So I let them talk. I let them expose everything. And then I ended it. I saw the house, I said, that moment, that silence, that shock, that was the first time they didn't have control. My mom's face changed instantly. You what? I sold it, I repeated. You can't do that. I already did. Panic spread across the room. Plans collapsing in real time. Chris stood up. When do they move in? Tomorrow, I said. And just like that, everything they assumed disappeared. For once, yes, for once they had to deal with reality. Not the version where I sacrifice, not the version where I adjust. The real one. The next morning when the new owners arrived, I didn't feel sad. I felt light, like I had finally stepped out of something that had been holding me back for years. My mom called. I didn't answer. Chris texted. I didn't reply. Because for the first time in my life, I wasn't trying to fix things. I wasn't trying to be understood. I wasn't trying to be the good son. I was just done. And you know what? That didn't make me a bad person. It made me a free one. Because sometimes the strongest thing you can do is stop giving people access to parts of you they never respected in the first place. And that house, it was never just a house. It was the final test. And this time, I didn't fail myself.